Welcome to the WOD Pod. Join me as I sit down with CrossFitters, fitness experts, top coaches, professional athletes, and other well-known gym goers to listen to their journey through fitness. Being in the supplement space, I was really interested to hear about the process behind launching a pre-workout energy drink brand. Ryan Weekley, who you may have seen on Love Island, and Ben Stevens both worked in the military together. After deciding to leave the military at exactly the same time to pursue a business idea they're both passionate about, it was really inspiring. They've created a great product. Peach and raspberry is my favourite flavour, by the way, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how the brand grows over the next few years. Enjoy this episode. Cool. Series 3, episode 10. I'm with Ben and Ryan. How are you both doing?
Yeah, good.
Good, thank you.
Good.
Excited to be
Good
here.
weekend so far?
Yeah, banging, yeah. Busy.
It's been chilled but busy. We haven't done anything crazy.
Good stuff.
Yeah. It's like standard life admin.
It's been hard though, it's been sunny in it, so it's hard to lock in.
Podcast is sponsored by Prep Kitchen. They're a macro-friendly meal prep business. Lifted Brewing, they are high-protein, alcohol-free beer, and WOD Powders, some subs for functional fitness, electrolytes, creatine, etc. Suppose we better give the Elixir Energy a taste test.
Absolutely.
So I've got the fruit twist.
Moment of truth.
Cheers.
I've already cracked mine over.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
So this is meant to be the most popular flavour, fruit twist.
It's our best seller. Not by much though, there's not a lot in it.
No.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good
Yeah.
reaction.
Yeah.
Nice, that's what we're talking about. They're all pretty close though, aren't they, in terms of sale? They all sell like pretty much the same.
What would make that a 10 out of 10 is if it was really cold.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the
Just in the
levels
back
to
of my
it.
car on the way in for an hour and a half.
So they've gone nice and warm.
Yeah.
But no, it's still really good. Let's kick things off with a little overview of how you both met
Okay.
and kind of your career prior to this.
Yeah, go on, I'll let you take it away.
It's a funny story. So I was going through the process of joining up to the Navy, and I lived in Newark, so I was doing it in Nottingham. I was getting a train there every time, and then before you go in, they do like what's it called? Pre-joining.
Oh, like the interview?
Yeah, so you're doing all the.
Oh, like all the stuff prior to joining. So
Right, okay.
like you go for like a few little meetups at the AFCO.
The AFCO, yeah. But
Yeah.
like, what's the one called where it's the final one before you actually go to rally? It's called something, but I forgot.
Oh, God knows.
So you do like literally the final thing, and then everyone that's been kind of like going through the same process is all there too. So you meet everyone. And Ben had a boxing gym jumper on from the same town where
Right.
I was from, and I was like, so I just obviously popped the question like, "Oh, are you from Newark?" And he was like, "Yeah," and we literally lived like 2 minutes away from each other.
We were a couple of years different in age, so we didn't like go to school together like directly. But your sister was like a year below me, so I knew the name Weekley. And then when you said it, I was like, "Oh yeah, actually, I think I do recognise your name." And then after that, we was kind of like forced together almost because when we joined the Navy, it was like we joined on the same day. Went on all the same deployments bar one.
Yeah.
And you have to be from the same place.
Same job role.
Yeah,
Wow.
literally, we spent like how long we know each other now? Probably about 7 years. I think we probably spent the past 7 years together.
It was pocket.
Yeah. So that was how we like originally met, and then that was like I'd say that was probably our main career, wasn't it? It was probably my first
Royal Navy
job.
Yeah.
How long were you in that for?
Just
4.5 years.
Yeah, 4.5 years.
Good stint.
Yeah, so your minimum service.
Oh, is that the minimum?
Well, the minimum service 4 years, so
Right.
we did we had an extra 6 months on top of that, just did a lot.
Right.
Just getting out.
What was the reason for leaving then? Did you both leave at the same time?
We left on the same day. Joined on the same day, left on the same day. Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Just
go on.
While I left, I just grew such a hatred for it.
Right.
Because you had a good deployment to across to America while I was on another ship that was knackered.
That was the first one, yeah.
And then, so that was good. That was pre-COVID. And then I got put on Dragon, and then that's when me and Ben was together. And then I think we went to Norway, got geared up to go on deployment, and it was sick. Like we was alongside going out in Norway. I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
And then COVID hit, so we went home for a bit, but then we went straight on deployment. And the deployment was like not how it's meant to be, obviously, because of COVID rules and stuff. So we was doing like the full deployment, stopping doing like Ukraine and stuff.
Yeah.
and we just couldn't do anything. So we was like just constantly working.
Just like all work, no play, just because of that, which is unfortunate. I remember when I went on the States trip, which was my first ever deployment, I was like, this is pretty cool. Like we had some really good like starts up to New York and stuff like that. I remember ringing Brian and saying, if you can get on HMS Dragon, do it, because we're doing some cool deployments. As soon as you joined, COVID hit, and it just all went downhill from there. So.
And actually, 4 years is still a while. Like any other job that you stick out for 4 years is still a good stint. So I suppose you just grow bored of it, don't you? Like you just want something new in your life.
Yeah, I think it was pretty intense.
It was that final deployment. So COVID had passed. We'd done a few things through COVID, and it was crap, but everyone was having a crap time. So I was like, yeah, whatever. And then it was kind of done, and we went on like another deployment. We had a new captain who was like sound. He was up for a good time, like wanted to do the work and then get alongside and do whatever. And I think we got to France, and we met up with like loads of different countries' navies, and we literally went from France into the Med. And as soon as we got in there, a jet fell off the QE near the Suez Canal, the other side of the Med. So that was all like pretty massive.
That was on the news, I think.
Yeah, it was. So that was absolutely massive, and we had to dart straight across like the whole Med to that because there was like apparently like Russia. Well, there was Russians there, and
we had to sit in the top, didn't we, until we recovered it.
Yeah,
out the ocean. But we was there for 8.
We was there for like 2-3 weeks, and we nearly missed Christmas. And I was like, this is like the deployment that was meant to be good,
and it ended up being one of the worst.
And it ended up being again like another terrible one. So I was like, do you know what? I'm not going to keep waiting out for a good deployment. I'm just
sat bobbing in the sea for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, so doing nothing. That was it. I was like, nah, this is me done.
Was there anything really valuable that being in the Navy taught you?
Probably without knowing, I would have thought.
Yeah,
like
that's a good answer actually.
Yeah, I think it definitely did.
I feel like stuff like discipline. Like, I feel like you
integrity.
Can never really. Everything in life now is just so easy just to get away with doing. Like, I feel like you can't really argue stuff.
With a thing in there.
You just got to get on with it.
Yeah, definitely.
You do grow up pretty quick. Like I was, what was you like 17, 18 when you joined?
17.
Yeah, I was 19, nearly 20. But like you feel like, I remember when I was 19, I thought like I was like, full man.
Yeah, I mean? Then you go in there.
You go in there, and I was like, I know nothing. So yeah, you grow up pretty quick, and you probably didn't realise it at the time, but when you come out, like it probably just changes for the better.
Yeah,
definitely.
For most people, anyway.
This podcast episode is sponsored by WOD Powders. WOD Powders are a functional fitness nutrition brand. Their focus and productivity powder is a nootropic blend. It's called Optimal State, available in 2 flavours. It's designed to improve focus, improve concentration. It has research-backed ingredients, and it's a caffeine-free formula. Head over to wodpowders.co.uk to get yours today. So coming out of the Navy, what did you both do?
Coming out of the Navy, well, I don't know about you, but I had no plan. So like,
just party.
Yeah, you have to put like a year's notice in, and I just stuck mine in straight away because I was sick of it, and then bended as well. And he was like, oh, what about the year though? Like, what we're going to do after? And I said, listen, we've got a year to work it out.
Yeah.
I thought that was loads of time.
Just before you know it.
Yeah, before we know the year's done, we had no plan. We was like, oh shit. We just sat there for the year. We was alongside for most of it, and we was just smashing gym.
Yeah,
doing whatever
that's
we wanted.
Yeah, one thing we were doing. Like, we always had a love for the gym.
Yeah,
but I think that's where we didn't really have a lot else to do because we kind of just got left to the wayside, which we was pleased about, but. So we just smashed the gym. All we did was gym every day, eat good.
Yeah.
And then, it came to the time for leaving. Didn't really have a plan. And then, I think it was your dad actually who put something forward about going into construction. And I'd never been on a construction site in my life. So, came out. We ended up getting the same job. Started.
Me as well.
Really ended up getting the same job, starting on the same day, doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And then we worked that for... Well, we probably did it for about 3 months, and then that's when you went on Love Island.
Yeah.
Go on then. We need to hear what happened.
Oh God! So
what series was this then?
9. Yeah, 9. Winter.
To be honest, I think I stopped watching it about series 4. It was great, but I think it was just the same. I really enjoyed it, but it's just the same thing. And I was just like,
They need to just let them do whatever.
You also get so engrossed in it that it just eats up your entire life for the whole series.
Yeah,
so I did that for 4 in a row, and I was like, right, okay, I actually need to get on with shit. And so I kind of capped it there. But yeah, go on. So I've not seen any of it when you were on.
Nah, I don't think. I think ours was like one of the worst performing ones, to be honest.
Oh really?
It was just. There's been some good ones since that, but I think that one was just so bad now, and it kind of made me think like, oh, this is done now, surely. Yeah. But I mean, the All Stars one's good, but yeah, mine was. I was on site and I was like thinking of ways to get out of work. So I was like, what am I gonna do? I had all these crazy ideas. I was like, this is shit. I don't want to be on site. And then I got a message on Instagram, and it was for that. So I just said yeah straight away. I was like, yeah,
why wouldn't you?
Yeah, cool. Yeah. This is going to change my life and stuff. I went through the whole process, and then they was like, oh yeah, you're not going on it. I was like, all right, cool. And then they still wanted to see me, so I had to go and do some stuff with them. Like it was pretty much Love Island, but it's so secret. I don't know why, but yeah, you kind of wanted to see how I was in a villa. So I did that, and I did well at it.
So they do like a pre-show show?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I was telling people when I was on there, because they listen to everything you're saying, I was kind of telling people when I was on there, and it was like, you need to shut up. But yeah, they do like a pre-show, basically. I've just got it all out there. Yeah, they do a pre-show.
I mean...
Insider gossip.
I feel like that's kind of obvious, because they're all so well like rehearsed, and they know exactly what's going on before they arrive. Like, if you just got dropped into a villa, there'd be way more carnage.
Well, there's a lot of people that don't do it.
Right, okay.
But they kind of do it for their benefit, because they want to kind of like all the cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
They want to they want to get everything set up with like their side of things, because they can't afford to go wrong on the main show. Yeah. They can afford to go wrong in the dry run.
Right, okay.
So I went out and did that, and actually I did really well, because I knew it wasn't getting televised. Is that right word?
Yeah. So a bit more like relaxed.
I was so relaxed and so confident, and I went in as a bombshell. And I was like, Jesus Christ, like, I'm on fire here. Yeah. And
let's get rid of that.
And then you go on.
And then, so I went back home. I went back home, and then I was very confident. I was like, yeah, they're gonna ring me. And then they did like a week or two after and said, do you want to go in the main one? I said, yeah. He was like, oh, it's Casa Amor. And I was like, fuck. But if you get offered that, I've done all that. I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then I went into the real one, and oh my God. I was so nervous. I was confident. You put like an act on before, like when you're chatting to them all, and then it's all good putting an act on saying you're confident and stuff, but as soon as you walk through that door and see all the cameras and lights and the girls that you've been watching on TV with your mum, like I was sat home watching it with my mum, and I was like, oh, like this is real. And then I was just done. Like I had no confidence.
It'd have almost been better to not watch any of it at home.
Definitely.
And just go on and be like, I've no idea what I'm walking into, see what happens. But when you've been watching it, you're like, I'm going to be walking through that door.
Yeah, literally.
Like, the pressure would have been worse.
Yeah, it's too much. I did it with the All Stars that's just been on. I got flown out for that, but I didn't go on. But because of that my first time, I didn't watch it. I was like, nah, I didn't watch it at home, because I knew I was like in contact with them, and then they just rang me on a random night. I was with Ben, and then I flew out the next day, and I was like, nah, I'm not watching it. I didn't watch it. I didn't really know anything about anyone that was in there. And I was like, I felt actually better prepared for it, and then I didn't go on.
But your first round, you still came out with a fair few followers.
Yeah, I think
got some good traction.
Yeah, some decent traction. Yeah, I've definitely pushed it as much as I can.
And if you hadn't done it, you'd have just been working on the construction site. I
don't know how long. I would have found a way out.
But it was kind of a good way out.
Yeah, definitely. It was
I don't think there's any harm in doing it. Like, I think you're only going to get.
It's definitely benefited.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's open. Like everyone does it for business purposes and stuff. Massively.
People don't even ask that. Like it's obvious that everyone is doing it for that reason. Yeah, if you also find love at the same time, fine, it's a bonus. Great. But it's a business move.
Literally. Yeah, I don't know why everyone like
hides around it.
You're just doing it for business. Like, of course. You can change your life massively.
Look, things you can do off the back of that. Yeah. Like, I mean, look at the summer stuff you did. Following that.
Yeah.
So it definitely worked in the favour, and I think we was probably a bit naive to thinking like, oh sweet, we've got you had like a following, not nearly as big as what it is now, but it was like, all right, cool, we can do something off the back of this.
Yeah.
And like you kind of come to that harsh reality that having followers and then trying to monetize those followers is completely different.
Yeah, it's different.
Having 20,000 girls follow you, like,
and then you're doing like chest day, and they're like, well,
I don't care. Definitely.
You just got to do like loads of glute workouts.
I know, I might just start some glute plans or something. Glute plans, but that was it.
move on to Elixir Energy.
Yes.
So,
Oh, baby.
Ben, how did the idea come about? Like, who approached who?
It was kind of an idea that we both had sort of.
Someone must have made the first call.
Yeah.
So I put it forward of the idea as like a rough draft, if you like. So we was always drinking like energy drinks and things like that. It was especially in the Navy.
Yeah.
Like we had no motivation to go down the gym. Like, we did every day. I don't know how we had the motivation, but we was always like taking pre-workout and stuff like that. It was like a thing like in like the lads' mess. Like
it was like something we all had in common. Like we was all smashing pre. Just going down there together.
Yeah, honestly, some of the
to it like a daily ritual as well.
Yeah.
Like you're gymming every day, you're hitting pre-workout every day.
Ben said we wasn't that motivated. I mean, we wasn't because it was hard, but I was a lot more motivated then than I am now because we was like, so even in like defence watches and stuff, you get like 6 hours sleep.
No, I don't know how we.
You'd either train.
To go down there.
You'd either train before, then like as soon as you come off watch, train and then go to sleep, or you'd go to sleep, get up early and train, which is difficult because you've only got 6 hours to do that.
Yeah, you don't get any sleep in the Navy either.
But like I was still pumped for it. I wanted to be down the gym.
Yeah.
Were you when you were in the Navy? Were you in good shape, or were you trying to get in shape?
Trying to.
So I think that's a big factor. But like once you're in shape, you're just maintaining and you just
that is true,
you're just ticking over.
Yeah.
But when you like, I feel like I've got a lot of progress to do. That's when you're hungry. You're hungry for it.
Yeah, that is true.
And then you kind of go, actually, I'm in all right shape now.
I can
kind of get away with bits. Yeah.
You know what it was as well, and I think another point as well why we wanted to go down there is because we were surrounded by all like lads in there, and a lot of them who we used to knock about with were all like gym lads. Yeah. And there was kind of like this like little bit of competition.
It's that alpha, isn't it? Who's the most alpha?
Honestly,
a lot of testosterone floating around.
Yeah, honestly,
like
it's proper male dominated career. So I think that's probably what it was. And like the lads that we used to knock about with were all gym lads anyway. So you want to go down there and you want to train with everyone.
Yeah.
So and obviously everyone wants to do more than
It was sick though. Like it was a proper like. It was such a poor quality gym, but you'd go down there, you'd smash the speaker on like full volume. It'd be soaked in there, like it'd be so sweaty and stuff. It'd be stinking,
bouncing all over,
ships all over. But you're all just like buzzing off free workout, smashing weights.
We slagged gyms off left, right, and centre. That one was like probably the worst one I've ever trained in, but we had the best session.
But the best one,
yeah. Honestly, I don't know what it was.
How did you come up with the name? Where did it come from?
We was like deliberating on the name for a long time.
I'll give you credit for the name.
Yeah, so we was throwing a few names out there, and then obviously Elixir as a whole being like the elixir of life, that sort of thing. It just kind of worked, and the name as it is spelt wasn't our initial idea. So we wanted it to be spelt normal.
Yeah.
But then when we went through the whole trademark process, we obviously ran into some problems there, and there was a company that contested it. So we was in talks with them to change it, and then we just dropped that second I, which it's not really that noticeable, and I quite like it. So
you've actually shortened it.
Yeah.
And the shorter the name, the more it's going to catch, the more it's going to stick. Like Apple, Nike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We didn't want anything too long and like drawn out. So just something punchy, Elixir Energy. Yeah. And it's got in the name, like it's not just like just a gimmick name, like it actually has got a meaning, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why we came up with it.
Did you have any names before this, and what were they?
We had a couple. We had Revive. That was definitely on the table, but that was also a product that's already on the market.
Yep.
Not plugging anyone else's product or anything. What else did we have?
Revive is shit.
Yeah, don't bother about it. We had Voodoo got put on the table.
Oh, there was a few that make me cringe now looking back.
Yeah, but that's good. They should, because it's the starting point of anything. Like
we had all sorts. We was doing it for a long time. It actually got to the point that by the time we'd thought of a name, we had to like hold production because we was going through all the design process of the can and everything, and they were like, well, there's no point in starting the design until we've got this trademark sorted. So it was like waiting for this all to go through. Yeah, because the
trademark's like 2-3 months, isn't it? It goes out there, then you've got to wait for someone to appeal it, and then it's like another 30 days that it could get.
It is literally another 30 days once 30 days gets added. So when we did the Elixir spelt with the XIR, we got right to the end, and then that's when the German company contested it and was like, oh my god.
So you got to reset the whole thing.
Yeah, it was frustrating. And then luckily we were just in talks with them, and we just said, look, we've already kind of settled on this name. Like, what can we do to like work around it? And they were sound out. They worked with us. To be fair, we work with them. So
Yeah.
we managed to get it, and then now here it is. Yeah. So
was the drink always the plan? Like, was there anything else that was on the table to start off with?
It was always a pre-workout energy drink type.
It was always the biggest plan, but it was maybe a bit daunting.
Yeah, we was definitely
the drink, the energy drinks market is obviously huge.
Yeah.
But you've got Red Bull, and you've got Monster.
You've got some big leaders in there.
It's a huge. I guess like they're almost so big that it's like there's a huge demand for it. Therefore, we don't need 20% of the market. We need 2% of the market.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a misconception with people saying it's a saturated market to it's a competitive market.
Yeah,
because there's plenty of market what do you call it?
There's enough demand for it.
Yeah, there's enough demand. There's plenty of market for us all to share a piece of it. I'm not asking for 100% of the market. Do you know what I mean? But
that would be nuts.
Yeah, so there's obviously some big players in there, and obviously it's a money game at their level. But there's definitely enough.
But when you look at pre-workout powders, there's probably 4,000 different brands in the market. When you look at energy drinks, there's nowhere near that. Yeah. It's probably 400.
And you know what?
Not even that. Like, if you think of big brands, you've got Red Bull and Monster. Then you start going, okay, you've got like Tenzing, maybe C4.
Yeah.
I can probably only name 10.
Yeah, there's no...
So it's not actually that saturated. No. As in, there's not that many brands. Yeah. It's just some big hitters.
Yeah, definitely. I think when you say pre-workout or energy drink, people just think, they just think of the big names and think, how are you going to compete with that? But when you think of a can, there's not, like you say, there's not really that many like an underdog or like a smaller brand that's trying to do the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just all them big brands, and no one seems to, might see the odd one every now and again, but you don't really see any smaller ones like making much traction.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of powders, there's absolutely loads of it. You go on Amazon, like there's
so many
pages and pages of it. But
so to absolutely slag off Red Bull, I think they're the worst energy drink by a mile.
I'm with you on that.
So because everyone's had a Red Bull, everyone's tried a Red Bull, the actual taste of it is terrible, and the fact that they have it halfway around Arox is ridiculous. But anyway,
it's a money game, isn't it?
Yeah, with Red Bull, I mean, everyone's tried Red Bull.
Yeah.
Therefore, people always want to then try new products. Like, you know what I mean? The market's huge. Therefore, people are going to want to try a new energy drink that comes on the market.
Yeah, we definitely have a lot of interest with obviously new people, and people are interested in trying new things. I think a lot of people sometimes get stuck in their ways, and the inertia to try and get somebody to try something if it's just on the shelf is like, I don't know if I'm going to like that. I don't know if it's going to give me a good workout or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll go for something I know. Yeah. It's on the shelf next to it. I might as well just have that. It's the same price. Well, I don't know if I want to risk it. People are sometimes a little bit... There's always that thing that if you change... I don't know how to word this now. I've started it, but...
You got to finish it now.
Yeah, if you make something better... You've kind of got to change how people think so they can try it. It's not so much making a better product, because people are always just thinking there.
I mean, like, if you give someone a Red Bull and one of your cans and get them to try both.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
that would be the easiest marketing strategy of going, right, try this, now try this.
Oh, that's a good shout, actually.
You know what I mean? Because I think Red Bull tastes terrible.
Yeah, it does. It does. They literally, they don't even plug the drink anymore, do they? It's just all about the brand and, you know, how it makes you feel and all that.
Stuff. Look at F1 Red Bull team. I've not seen anyone in like 10 years ever drink a Red Bull.
No.
So they've become
It's almost bigger than the drink, isn't it? Like the brand is bigger than the drink, which is
But you still see Red Bull in supermarkets,
everywhere.
on shelves.
Worldwide. Everywhere.
Yeah. It's crazy. We was recently looking we was in talks with a company in Indonesia, and like Red Bull, obviously Red Bull's over there, of course it is, because it's absolutely everywhere. Yeah. Well, there's not many other energy drinks like that reach every corner of the globe like they do. Like it's just mad.
Yeah.
But they're the ones in Indonesia theirs is still in it's like some old school.
It's like a little glass bottle, isn't it?
Yeah, really? Glass bottle.
I had one in Thailand. It was like weird. Like it's not like a can. Yeah. There must be something that's happening there, like to make it.
This podcast episode is sponsored by Prep Kitchen. Prep Kitchen are a meal prep company delivering high protein, super tasty, convenient meals. My favourite at the moment, the buffalo chicken mac and cheese, unbelievable. Macros, 45 grams of protein, 506 calories, can't go wrong. Head over to Prep Kitchen to get yours today. Are you just UK sales at the moment, or are you selling in Europe?
So we're selling in Europe. We're trying to streamline it a little bit and make it a bit easier with distributors over there. We are in talks with quite a few people at the minute to get it elsewhere.
So if people were to buy it, it's on your website?
It's on our website, yeah. So we ship to Europe as well, same as Amazon. So we're on Amazon as well, and we ship.
So FBA, UK, and Europe.
Yeah. All the top places, yeah. But yeah, UK obviously is our biggest market at the minute.
Have you worked out your exact demographic, or is it still being? Because you're what, 5-6 months, maybe more, 8 months,
7 months, I think it is, yeah.
So you're still a very new brand, did you decide your demographic before, or are you just seeing where your demographic is?
You know what? We
decided. Sorry, go on. We decided our demographic in terms of gym, fitness, health, but in terms of sort of like narrowing that down to like a different sports and things like that. Like obviously you've got like hierarchy, like hybrid stuff, or runners, or you got like big powerlifters and things like that. We are starting to lean into our demographic.
We've learned a lot along the way of who we need to kind of target more. Definitely.
And you might not actually know to begin with where that's going to be because it's an energy drink. It applies to anyone. It applies to any sport. But finding a niche in certain markets may help your brand identify. So like if you decided, right, we're going to focus on, not that it would be, but let's say it was paddle.
Yeah.
Not that that's your demographic. But if you did that, then suddenly if you were to play paddle, the association would be you've got to have your Elixir before you play paddle. That's kind of creating the hype.
Definitely.
So I think that's worked well for certain brands to just specialise really 100%. Heavy on a demographic.
There is some good brands out there that are doing really well. I won't name names, but doing really well. You don't really hear of them, but I can think
unless you're in that.
Yeah, I can think of one industry now that's absolutely killing it, but you never really see it because they're aimed at gamers. Right. So, and
who is it?
I'll tell you after. So definitely finding that demographic can work. It might seem small, but you don't really.
And you might not know that now, but it might take you a good couple of years to actually find these are the key sports.
Yeah. We are starting to lean into powerlifting and things like that, and that kind of route.
So the beauty of this is it's not that fizzy.
No, we didn't want it to be because that was again from like our past experience. So when we was going to the gym on ship or off the ship,
it's so lightly carbonated. Yeah, carbonated. Because if you do a high rocks or if you do CrossFit, the last thing you want is like a really fizzy drink.
Yeah, that was literally it. We was drinking them all the time, and we was constantly complaining like, we're too like say
bloated,
gassy, size as well.
Yeah, so that's why we went for a 330ml can and just like lightly carbonated.
Yeah,
just it's not too.
Which I think works. It'll play into any demographic. Yeah, but it's. Do you stay completely generalised to everyone, or do you then start cherry picking which sports you want to specialise in? But it's probably too soon to know that. Like 6 months in, it's like crazy early.
Yeah. Obviously, it's still a steep learning curve. I think we still want to be available to everyone. So we want to be available in gyms and shops and things like that for anyone to buy, even just somebody on the go that wants an energy drink.
Yeah.
But in terms of where we want to aim our marketing, we've definitely trying to lean into some different demographics to really push that in one direction. But
so from the initial idea to getting this actually on the market, how long did that take?
About 18 months, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a long process, and to be honest, when we was first discussing it, going, all right, we're going to make an energy drink. How the hell would you do that? We had no idea. And this is kind of just proof to anybody, if you've got like an idea, you don't have to have a clue on how to do it, because you will learn it.
Yeah. We was on Google, like we were just looking on Google, like typing something like how to
make an energy drink.
Yeah, literally.
Boom. Yeah, I mean, luckily we had the odd good contact.
But do you know what? This drink was, most of it, and a lot of stuff we've done is just through like a network.
Yeah.
People know and stuff, and
it's so important, that network.
I think one thing I like is when someone has an idea, actually executing it, because so many people just talk about doing shit and they never actually do it. I like the fact that 2 years ago you'll have both been like, let's make an energy drink brand, and now you started with an energy drink brand. Very few people do that. So many people just, wouldn't it be cool if we did an energy drink brand?
And then like years will go by and why didn't we just do it?
Should have done that.
Yeah. I hate to have that.
It's not good, and there's never really a right time, is it? You just got to action it, and if you really want to do it, just do it. So it was obviously a massive learning curve, but Yeah, we was just
Still
on.
is, isn't it?
Still is,
But
yeah.
that's any brand. Like,
Yeah, and it will be for. I don't think that'll ever stop.
a few years. Yeah.
You'll always be learning stuff.
Yeah.
Even these first 7 months, the amount of things we've done and changed and tweaked, and it wasn't until recently we was discussing with our production team and our design team on how we can like tweak things to make it better. We had a really big meeting in January, and it really like pointed out some
Massive.
not flaws, but things that we should really work on to make it.
Yeah.
You know, better, like and personalise a little bit, and we've just finished not at the drawing board, but tweaking those little bits.
It's not like a massive rebrand, but we have definitely tweaked the design of the can to be more appealing, because you need to just literally tick
even
every
something
box.
as simple as when we was at Hale with the vendor.
Yeah,
Something we never even thought of. So for anyone that ever buys an Elixir, which I hope is everyone, So on the can, where the flavour name is, in a vending machine, where the coil actually sits is right over that, and we had no idea until about I don't even know
a
what
week
it was.
ago.
Yeah. Luckily, we were still going through the process of doing our rebrand, and I got straight on the phone to Emily, our head of design, and we managed to change it pretty much straight away. So the next run that's going through at the minute
won't have that.
Are they going to look? Are they still going to be black?
Yeah. Still going to be black. Few tweaks in terms of colour, because our thing is we want it to be black and look premium, but we also need to have shelf appeal. So it's got to stand out to a certain extent without losing what we already had. So we've found that sweet spot pretty much, haven't we?
Yeah.
We're just adding that little bit more colour, a little bit more stuff to catch the eye, because we want to stay premium. Because I feel like we look like a premium product.
100%.
But
You've got like the matte finish with the gloss.
Yeah. So
metallic like colours.
Yeah. It took us a bit of time, didn't it, to come up with that. And to be fair, the guys that we was working with were really good. The guys and girls, sorry. Yeah. That we was working with, they were so good at helping us design it. Because when we finally found somebody that was going to develop the recipe or help us develop the recipe, we were still clueless on what it was. And we had so many meetings, calls, Zoom calls, emails, the whole lot, back and forward. Luckily, we found a manufacturer that was pretty much on our doorstep, which was weird.
Which was a good job, because we was originally going to go with someone up in Scotland, but the amount of time we had to go back and forth to the manufacturer, even just on random days, like, this has happened, we need to go in. So it was only an hour away, which is sound, but if we actually went with the one in Scotland,
there'd been a lot of trips to Scotland.
We can't just nip there, can we?
No. And some stuff you just have to be there in person. You can't do everything over a Zoom call. So, and we're still, to and from them. Yeah. But yeah, so they sort of guided us through it and went through the whole process. We literally designed I know you can get like white label stuff, but we designed this from scratch.
Which I think is the best way, because it's like 100% you, rather than just sticking a logo on and off you go.
Yeah, literally, you can tweak absolutely everything from flavour, supplements, how carbonated it is, literally everything. And we went from the whole thing, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Were there any mistakes made?
Oh God, so many.
A big one. Early on,
a big one.
I don't think we made any big
nothing
mistakes.
Crazy, more like anything that was really frustrating, really
I think
annoying.
we underestimated a lot of things.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Maybe I don't know if you mind me saying this, but I think a big mistake from myself. I'll hold my hands up. I didn't obviously read everything going into this, but I didn't read it well enough, and the cost.
Yeah,
we got caught out with that massively.
It is quite a costly thing to do.
Just big investment.
Yeah. So I thought I was sound, like I read it and I was like, this is what it's going to be. So I kind of budgeted that.
Yeah.
And then we got to the end. We was already too far in. We had the product. We was going to do the first run, and then everything just come out of nowhere. I was like, and I was like,
through no fault of anyone else. It was literally
us just not asking questions or reading into it much, and oh my God, it just come out of nowhere. Yeah.
That thing about, if you've got an idea, you can just action it, but definitely look into it.
Jesus.
There will be some stuff in there that you just really need to know. And
I suppose there's always the risk with the invest. You're going to take a bit of a gamble with a commitment to a brand, but even 2 years in, you still can't be expecting big money back. It's like a long-term investment, isn't it?
Literally,
yeah. That initial investment to create the product is literally just the tip of the iceberg. To really push it to the masses, you've got to be willing to invest even more into that before looking at getting substantial returns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's for me, it's more of building a brand that's like a household name or something like that than just being in it for like a quick payday.
Slightly got a little B-Trolling tingle.
Oh really?
Yeah, a little bit.
Starting to kick in.
That's good.
At least
Are you a fan of that or not?
I like B-Trolling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you had feedback on it?
We have mixed feedback on it. Most of it positive because
I mean, if you were to take 2 grams of B-Trolling in one serving, you get the feeling because you're having it all in one hit. You don't drink that unless you down it, which no one will do.
No, it's not like dry scoop.
So you drink it over like, say, a 30-minute window. So the B-Trolling will slowly, it's not a surge of it. So it's fine. Like I can just about feel it.
Just enough to know that it's actually working.
But I think you want that feeling of, right, I'm ready to hit a workout.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think for the most part, it is good feedback. And we are, energy drink, pre-workout, performance drink. So it's more of what the benefits you're going to get from that. And some people aren't into that tingling feeling.
Is it majority females that are like, I don't like that?
You know what?
Or is it?
I think it's mixed. Most of our demographic is mostly male, and the female is growing. But I don't think we've had many.
I don't think we've had many come back to us saying, you need to take the B-Trolling now.
No.
It's too much.
In fact, recently we've had a lot of people saying a bit like what you said, like it's there, but it's not too overpowering, which is good, which is perfect.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't a massive fan of like the edgy feeling, and when I was dry scooping pre-workouts, things like that, and like you say, it's all in one hit.
Yeah.
Oh, it is, mate.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's itching. Your back's itching. It's horrible.
But if you're going to hit a heavy session, like who cares? But it depends on if you're
then
going
too
into
much. Definitely, it definitely can be too much.
Yeah, definitely when we're like trying to also aim for like your everyday just energy drinker. Do you know what I mean? They don't always want that, so it's subtle enough to know it's working.
It is,
yeah.
Not enough to feel like, this is too much.
This podcast episode is sponsored by WOD Powders. WOD Powders have just released their protein coffee, combining grass-fed bovine collagen with True Star instant coffee, rich, smooth Colombian coffee. Head over to wodpowders.co.uk to get yours today. Are you looking at changing the formula for your next run, or are you keeping it the same?
So we're keeping it the same. Yeah. The only thing that's changed is the design. So everything's the same. Yeah. So all the ingredients in it that are there now are pretty much are there for a reason, obviously for the performance side of it. So it was literally just the design, which we just wanted to make it pop a little bit more. Yeah. But the recipe and the formula is on the back won't change.
We'll say the same.
Yeah.
Any athlete partnerships? Like how have you approached the marketing side of ambassadors, influencers, athletes?
There's definitely some.
I mean, again, you're a new brand.
It's very surprising how well we've done with.
I mean, obviously you've got a following, so are you looking at that being a marketing route, as in? Yeah. Let's get athletes. Let's get influencers.
Definitely, yeah. So we've sent a lot out to say micro influencers and some big people as well. But we do want to take on athletes. Yeah. But we're
quite selective with it. Yeah. And it'll be something we do this year, definitely.
Yeah, it'll be this year, definitely.
And I suppose as the brand grows, so will the size of influencer.
Yeah, well, we was actually approached recently. I won't say names, but we was approached by 2 quite large influencers. Like you would definitely heard, especially in the UK, well known. Yeah. And it was something we're looking into, and it might be something that we do in the future. But just to have those interested in being sponsored was crazy. Crazy for us. Mad. I was a big fan of them, like prior to even doing the drink, which was crazy that we was even in talks with them, which was good. But definitely the athlete marketing. I think it's really important. Every brand's doing it, so it's obviously works.
Because it's trust. It's trust. Like say if someone with a good following who's smashing the gym content, like their followers do tend to trust them about what they're kind of saying, what workout they do, what kind of workout they do, what supplements they take. So I think it works well.
Like this is part of your lifestyle. Like having an Elixir Energy before your workout is part of a routine. Yeah. So if it's part of a lifestyle, it's a lifestyle product. Therefore, we need to have people behind it. Like
1,000%. Yeah.
And we've got to be faces. I mean, obviously you two are involved, but it's having a community of people
Oh,
involved.
definitely, yeah, because we don't just want to be the
Yeah.
face of it all the
Yeah.
time shouting about it. We need, obviously, other people
Yeah.
shouting about it.
People get bored of seeing our faces, especially yours. So, but I think one thing that's important to us is there's like influencers and there's athletes. You know, influencers and following is great, and we want to reach the masses. But we are quite selective on who we would sponsor because we want people that actually resonate with the brand rather than just being able to, oh, you've got 1 million followers, so that's great. Do you know what I mean? Which is cool. You know,
I actually think the more followers you've got, the less genuine you become.
it almost looks like you're just doing it for.
Like, it's very hard when I see Ryan Terry posting about whatever. I struggle to see his genuine, like, does he actually love that
individual
greens
product.
powder that he's drinking?
Yeah, I think a lot of people have kind of grown wise to the influencers now. It's just you know, when they're screaming about it, like, oh, I have this every day, I'm obsessed with it. It's like, well, you're not obsessed with it.
Would you still take that if they weren't?
Paying?
Yeah. So I think it's like picking the right people that are passionate. Like, if you get someone that says, I want to be involved in your brand, sign them up because they're actually interested in your brand. So they're the people that.
Yeah, we're actually working with a good young lad at the end of this month. We're doing a photo shoot with him. And he's definitely one to watch, like definitely a rising newcomer.
And if he's passionate about your brand.
Yeah, you know what? He's so enthusiastic about like sport and gym and things like that, and he was so interested in the product that it was just a no-brainer to.
And I suppose the benefit is you don't have to educate him on like what the product is, why you should take it.
Yeah,
he knows it all.
He's taken all of this stuff like previously, so in terms of like the performance, he knows exactly what he's on about.
Yeah, it makes
it easy for us. Like, we don't have to go, say this, say that. Like, he knows what's good about a product.
Script,
yeah, honestly, which you probably have to do for some people.
I know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you would.
I think I've been given scripts before, like when with Instagram and that. Yeah, say this.
Yeah. No.
It's not genuine.
Ryan, what's been your proudest moment of the brand, like in running the brand so far?
Yeah. Straight away, I think of FIBO.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We haven't even touched on that, actually,
Yeah, so we've just recently partnered up with Define. So they had the biggest stand at FIBO, and which is mad because FIBO is like the biggest sports festival in the world.
Huge, isn't it? I've never been, but
it's so good.
We didn't even see a fraction of it.
No, it's just overwhelming. So they had the biggest stand in like the sportswear, and then
to Define a clothing brand.
Yeah. So I'm with them, and then they just said they want Elixir there as like their drink sponsor. So crazy, we sent over 10,000 cans. Like we had like fridges made up. We had our own like little kind of bar area.
That's cool.
And we were just everyone we're giving loads out, and then like we'd go on a walk. We'd go walk around, have a look ourselves, and everyone would just be sipping Elixir, seeing everyone's reaction. Like they'd crack it open. It was it was cold out the fridge. They'd crack it open, and then like they'd kind of look at it and then look at you and like, wow,
that's so nice.
And then we had people from Norway, UAE, all over the world, like coming up and giving us business cards saying like, get in contact with us. We want to get you.
We want to get your product over
there. So that's why.
That's cool.
As soon as we got back from
wild
Germany, we had to go to the drawing board, and there was a few things that we had to kind of do to.
How can we get this international?
To be able to get over to these countries. So we are currently going through the process of getting over there. But that for me was mega.
A moment where did you go to like Body Power back in the day when it was a thing?
I never went to a Body Power. I obviously know what it is and things like that, but I never
I think
went to it.
The UK exhibition scene seems to be dying.
Mm-hmm.
But FIBO seems to still be the same as it was like 10 years ago. Like I imagine it was rammed.
Oh, that was crazy. I've never seen anything like it.
So for some reason, FIBO's just kept the same vibe that it had however long ago. Whether Body Powder didn't even exist now, but the Arnold Expo, I think.
Yeah, I think the
not
Arnold
quite the same.
It's definitely going down in it a bit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they haven't done it this year, which was a bit disappointing from the Arnolds. I thought they would have liked to stay consistent with that, which I know they've announced it for next year, but it's obviously the biggest one in the UK. But yeah, FIBO was just. I've been to the Arnolds a couple of times. I've been to a few different expos, and they're good, but on like levels.
FIBO, like wow.
That's
I think Arnold's is like
Arnold's like
1 hall, 2 halls, isn't it?
Yeah.
What was FIBO, like 11?
Yeah, it was crazy.
11 like crazy, like massive halls. All the top brands there, like Nike, obviously Define.
Yeah.
Like there were just some, and obviously all the Madden, like
all the big names.
Yeah, Seaborn, Ronnie Coleman.
Have you been to any expos before you started the brand?
Yeah, we went to the Arnold.
So you've been to Arnold before those?
Yeah.
So I imagine that was a really good feeling, being like at an expo, like reliving you walking around the Arnolds without a brand, and then suddenly you're at a brand giving out cans.
Yeah,
seeing people.
that's what I mean. It was crazy. That's why it's probably like the proudest moment for me. Because I was like, this is. Like, this is why you do this.
You've seen that idea come to life, and suddenly it's like happening.
And I think for our first ever expo, and like 5 months into being launched, it was at FIBO, like the biggest fitness expo in the world.
Yeah, that's ongoing.
I was just crazy for us. I was like, how is this even happening? Like, how are we here?
I was very lucky.
So we got some mad exposure for that, and like Ryan said, we gave 10,000 cans out in 4 days, just all free, handing them out.
It was mad.
Yeah.
So that was crazy.
Have you seen like? I guess that's had like a big impact on sales, or have you had a lot of people in Europe unable to buy product, or like?
It was kind of where we realised that we needed to change things up and tweak some bits for the European market.
Yeah.
Which are pretty much done now. I think there's only a couple of individual countries that we're still working on, but in terms of brand awareness, which is where we saw a spike massively after that. Like we were just inundated with like messages and emails and things like following that, and opportunities and things like when we was talking to companies in Kuwait and in Malta or like all over that wanted to be like distributors for us and just solely have our product was just mad to be approached by people like that, because before it was like growing at a steady pace, and then we hit FIBO and it was just like going mad. And then our plans for this year, just off the back of that,
it's exciting.
Yeah,
really
they're looking good. And I know obviously a lot of brands do that to like build hype, but we actually like it excites me.
I think you've got to put yourself in that position to grow. So like you've got to be at a big expo to see some traction, to make some connections.
Yeah. Especially with the product, like there's a lot of people you can plug it on social media all you want, but people that need to try your product and see, like you need those touch points of seeing people in person to get it.
Have you got any other events, competitions lined up this year?
We've got
one at the end of this month.
Yeah, we've got Fit Expo in
That's
Manchester. At the end of this month. We're looking at doing they've got two, so they've got Fit Expo this month in Manchester, and then they've got one in November, I believe, at the NEC.
Yep.
So, which is good. Yeah, since the Arnold's hasn't been on as well this year,
I feel like it'll be popular because
of that. Yeah, so you've got Fit Expo. Is there two? Is two Fit Expos then?
Yeah, so it's the same event. Yeah, just one in Manchester and then one in the NEC.
Yep.
Which I think the NEC's going to be a bigger one, I believe, but I'm not sure. This will be our first Fit Expo as well, so we're sponsoring it was a bit of a last minute decision for us.
Yeah.
But we're sponsoring the VIP area there, so all the athletes and things in there, which was the best we could do at a short notice.
Yeah, very short notice.
But the November one will have a lot of prep time, so we're looking at definitely getting involved with that one. But yeah, there's a few expos and shows that we're definitely looking at this year.
Where do you see the brand in 2 years' time?
2 years' time.
Ooh, God, I let you take that.
All over the UK in like most or all gyms, definitely. Obviously, that'll be through either ourselves or wholesalers. We'll be with most wholesalers, and then me personally, I want it accessible to everyone in the UK.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest.
So, if you had a strategy of like vending machines, stockists, or via your website, like, is it just going to be however?
Yeah. So,
is there a key route you're going to push it down? Like, are you going to go, let's just go big in gyms, or are you going to try and get people to your website?
Yeah, we are going to push everything because why not?
Yeah.
But we just, I think as soon as you've got the wholesalers, you've got a good relationship with them, and you're just constantly sending out to them each month, and they're going all over the world. That's cool. That's sorted. But then at the same time, I want to be still smashing the socials and everything else, and the sponsors.
We still want to drive traffic to the website. I don't want
to. Definitely, yeah.
I just don't think it will be our biggest.
Primary,
I think being that impulse buy in a gym on the shelf before you do your workout is just the best place for us, especially for a product like that.
I don't think people are that organised to buy ready-to-drink products to store at home in their fridge. Like,
do you know what?
Do people have room for 24 cans in their fridge? Probably not.
Yeah.
Whether you just rock up to the gym and you see a nice cold can sat in the fridge, there you
just
go.
a quick tap your phone.
And you know what? I've been guilty of it as well, but I think it's just like boy math. But buying a case of 12 for 20 quid online, or buying a can for £2.50. Like, I'd sooner spend less and have it there and then than just go,
the convenience. Like, you're buying the convenience anyway. It's made, it's in, like, you just want it on the go.
Literally, yeah. So I think that's definitely the avenue we're going down. In terms of larger retail, we have been in talks with some big retail stores previously this year, which was crazy for us. This early on.
Yeah, it's all crazy.
Which put us back to the drawing board a little bit more, because that was a crazy opportunity. We had to sort of put that on the back burner a little bit. So full respect for them for offering like a position to pitch. But
we need that though. We definitely needed it. We needed a meeting like that where we was like where we thought we was set up, and then they kind of knock you down a peg or two. And be like, right, well, I need to change this, and it is fair enough.
That's good.
Cool. That
was a crazy meeting.
This podcast episode is sponsored by Prep Kitchen. Prep Kitchen are a meal prep company delivering high protein, super tasty, convenient meals. My favourite at the moment, the buffalo chicken mac and cheese, unbelievable. Macros, 45 grams of protein, 506 calories, can't go wrong. Head over to Prep Kitchen to get yours today. So, like, I do a lot of CrossFit stuff. Noco have kind of dominated the CrossFit scene.
Yeah.
I think they're in about 400 CrossFit gyms in the UK.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. They really went hard on the CrossFit, didn't they?
I mean, they're huge. They're I think they're a Swedish brand, or Norway, Sweden. I think they're Swedish. And like, they've covered Norway, Finland, Sweden, and then now they've gone into Europe and the UK.
Yeah.
I feel like Elixir is the CrossFit version, the powerlifting commercial gym version of Noco.
Yeah.
So like, if I walked into JD and there was an Elixir fridge, I don't think a Noco sits that well in JD because it screams CrossFit. Like,
this kind of suits the branding for JD as well.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if I walked into Ultraflex.
Yeah.
Do you know Ultraflex?
Yeah. We used to train at one actually.
And I feel like if there was like a branded Elixir fridge, that would fit in. I feel like Noco doesn't. You know what I mean? Like, Noco's a bit of a. They've gone. I mean, Noco was originally a bodybuilding brand. It was called No Carbs Company. They were trying to like. Their aim was meal prep, and for some reason it just became CrossFit.
Yeah, I think that was the first time I ever noticed them, when they was going hard on the CrossFit. And I'm not a CrossFitter, but I didn't need to be. And
now they're solely CrossFit. Like, they don't. If you look at their page, they don't have any association with any bodybuilders or anything.
No, it's just they're absolutely killing it as well. And this one's obviously all the big CrossFit events. So fair play to them. That's like a key example of.
But Noco does so well because you walk into a CrossFit gym and they charge £2.50 a can, but it's cold, it's refreshing.
Yeah.
Like, people don't buy Noco from Amazon, really.
No.
They just buy it in the gym.
That's what I mean. Yeah, we want to be accessible to.
So 2 years' time, I want to walk into Ultraflex and I want to see.
Definitely. I want to be at that position where we can just not turn up, but like get a good relationship with these gyms and then kind of gift them a massive fridge, fill it, and then like be obviously stocking them each month. That's definitely what we want to do.
So I did a podcast with Craig Allen, who owns GSN.
Okay.
Wow.
Gold Standard Nutrition. He's sold 10,000 meals. No, sorry. 10 million GSN prep pots. He sold 10 million.
Wow.
It's taken him about 7 years. But he's doing big numbers.
Yeah.
His business model when he started was he renovated fridges and branded them up with GSN. Took them to gyms, like random gyms around the area. Gave them a free fridge. Gave them loads of chicken breasts because they were selling chicken breasts in bags.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
And he said, "Here's a free fridge. Here's a fridge full of chicken breasts. When you've sold them all, let me know, and I'll come restock it." So gyms were like, "There's no risk. There's no. I'm not going to invest anything. You give me the stock. If I don't sell any of it, come pick it up in 2 months' time. Happy days."
There's no risk.
And he said, like, gyms were selling these chicken breasts in like days. Yeah. So the gym owners were going, "I need more chicken. Like, this is a good income." So that approach would work. Yeah. Like, you rock up with a fridge, say, "Here's a free fridge, here's some cans, let me know when you've sold out," and then charge them.
Yeah, and you know what? Big shout out to GSM, because I've only probably in the past year, 2 years, I've started to notice more of their fridges in different gyms.
Yeah.
Ultra Flex, I've started seeing in there, the one we used to train at. Ryan Terry's gym, they've got one.
Yeah.
Like, they are doing well. They're starting to, well, I'm starting to notice them more. And I feel like you kind of mark on how well they're doing, but how much you'll notice.
How much you see them,
Yeah.
I mean, I think for the last couple of years, they've like rebranded and doubled down on everything.
Right.
They went through a bit of a rocky phase where they partnered with Muscle Food, and Muscle Food shafted them. That kind of like, they're where they dipped, but they're flying now. Flying.
No,
fair play to him.
So his approach of like, rock up to a gym, here's a fridge, here's some chicken, let me know if it sells. The gym was like,
it's a win-win.
So it's a good way of getting in. I think he's now in like 1,000+ gyms.
Yeah, that's wild. Fair play to him.
It's a lot of chicken, a lot of prep pods. But then Ultra Flex, have you seen those bodybuilders? Like, they're going through like 4 or 5 prep pods a day.
Yeah.
So you can soon get through it.
Full chicken farm in a week.
No, literally.
So I think I finished that one. I'm going to crack a new one.
Yeah.
Are there any new flavours on the horizon?
I've got an idea that I've had from like pretty much the start. You know, like it was the early days. I was like, I was already thinking of what I want to do next. And there's definitely and we're going to bring out a new flavour, but it's such a cool idea.
Yeah,
it's
like
a limited edition.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a collaboration flavour.
Not so much a collaboration, but it's kind of spinning this on its head a little bit in terms of design and flavour, but something that's gonna pop out really.
If I saw it and the flavour, I'd be like, I want to give that a go at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to do it.
So it's not. Is it a generic flavour like apple, orange?
Oh God, no.
Or is it something completely unique?
You'll have probably seen it before, but not in like a pre-workout one. I thought.
Okay.
No.
But it's a good flavour, good summery flavour as well, which is ideal.
100%, yeah.
Okay, so is that going to be part of the next drop? So like when you rebrand new flavours, or is that going to be stage?
So this will be in
three?
the future, yeah. So this next run that's going through at the moment will be all the rebrand.
Yeah.
But this is something that we've kind of had on the in the plan, but we've never sort of set it in a timeline ready. But it will be something that we're looking at doing. Hopefully, within
it's going to
the
be
next
400 mgs of caffeine.
Oh wow!
Down the hatch.
No, we need to. We've got a lot to do first. I think.
I think I prefer peach raspberry to fruit twist. They're both good. They're both good, but that's nice.
Yeah, that's good.
I like it. Everyone's opinions is so mixed.
It's more subtle. Like it's not like as tangy. Like the fruit twist it pops more.
Yeah.
But I like how lightly carbonated and easy that is to drink.
Yeah, we really wanted to get obviously flavours massive.
Like some flavours, some pre-workouts are like so intense, and you just like you almost have to drink like that much of it because it's so strong. Whether that you could have like a litre of.
Sometimes.
Do you know what I mean? It's very easy to drink.
It's more tends to be American, doesn't it? Where you're drinking, it's like wow.
Yeah.
I've had C4s before, and they've got like mad flavours that aren't even words.
Like bombsicle.
And they're just like, what even is that taste like? We really wanted to get the taste right, and obviously we're all naturally flavoured, so all those fruit flavours come from the real thing.
So as a brand, have you considered powders or capsules in other products? So like alongside to grow the range?
Yeah, we'll definitely branch out, but I think that's more of what year would you say that is?
I wouldn't say anything. Personally, I wouldn't say it's anytime soon. I wouldn't put it off the table because you never know how the market's going to go.
Not necessarily to compete with that product, but something...
Just to get the other...
Alongside it.
To add to it.
So if it was like hydration powder or a sleep capsule, like if you're getting people wired on Elixir Energy,
you kind of...
It's something to accompany it.
To go alongside it.
Yeah. I don't think
was an idea.
Yeah, it's definitely not off the table. We have thought about it. I'm kind of in two minds with having a product that accompanies it, but also having... I don't want to use Red Bull as an example, but... having one product and you just make it perfect and make it work and make it get it everywhere. Yeah. Whereas Red Bull, they've got a few flavours, they've got all the sugar-free stuff, but they've just got one can, one product, and they've made it the best. Well, not the best because they're not very good, but like,
I know what you mean. It's just
really
like
honed
a
in on
signature
that one
product,
thing.
and everything you market is all focused on this.
Yeah, you've got one thing and you've made it absolutely bang.
I'd love to branch out though. Like once this gets fully like
Up and running.
fully up and running, fully out there, like worldwide, I do want to branch.
You're going to have a database full of email addresses at some point, and then you're going to go, yes, people can take an energy product, but they still need other products alongside it.
Yeah. So really keep them coming back as well, just to having more on offer.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't want it to just be, it's energy, but I don't want to also fall into the trap of. And I think a good example of this is Grenade. So Grenade started with the capsules or whatever they did.
It was the grenade-shaped product, fat burners.
Fat burners, that was it. But that was kind of before my time, really, and I only really knew them as the protein bars, the protein shakes. And when they brought out the energy drink, the pre-workout, I kind of thought, you're not a pre-workout company, so I don't know why you're trying to do it. And I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure they've discontinued it now.
I think they've flopped.
Well, when you think of Grenade, it's ready-to-drink protein shakes and it's protein bars.
Protein bars, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's what you
Which
know
is
as,
fine. They've found their market and doubled down on it.
Yeah, you have got to be careful. So we will have to be careful with me because I don't want to bring out a product like they did, which isn't really suited, and then it just flops.
Yeah,
and I think it might be that you have to do an energy-focused product, but in a different style.
Yeah. You can do like gels or things like that.
Gels are popular.
Yeah,
at the minute.
They are at the minute,
who knows in say 5, 6, 7 years.
That would look good on a gel.
Oh yeah.
I always think about the High Rocks ones. They've got those black sleeve ones, haven't they? But imagine that as a gel. That'd be quite cool. Get all these runners and High Roxes and that.
We can continue this off camera. I've got a few ideas for you.
Yeah,
perfect.
Okay, if you weren't running Elixir Energy, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
God.
Love Island series.
Nah, I don't know. I think I'm done with that now. My hairline's too far gone.
Just breezing the villa.
God, I would like to be out of the UK. Not permanently, but I'd probably give maybe Bali or Australia a bash and just try and push content. Like obviously, I'd be with Define.
Yeah. I mean, PT out in
PT. Yeah, I've recently just stopped that, but I would get that up and running. So I do online coaching and be with Define and just give it a go out there for say a year. But
I mean, obviously you're working with Define and other brands, but are you doing anything outside of Elixir, both of you, or is this full time?
This is full time. Obviously you do the content.
Yeah.
This is us full time now.
Yeah.
Sink or swim, like
it's got to be.
Let's go all in now.
Yeah.
Too far gone.
No,
so
it will work. It will.
Potential event that's coming up that I'm kind of involved with. I don't really quite know how it's happened, but there's an event in North Newcastle.
Okay.
On Druridge Bay. It's called Heart and Soul Fest, and it's like an endurance ultramarathon for 24 hours. There's a hybrid arena, and then there's water sports, paddleboarding, music festival, bar. It's the first year they've run it, so it's like it could be absolutely insane, or I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's like it's one of these, but I know they're looking for like brands to get involved.
Okay, sweet.
So
I would definitely be interested in
I thought like when I saw the brand and then like saw the event, I thought that could be a really good one.
Yeah,
so
definitely. Yeah,
put in touch with them.
When is it again?
First weekend of August. So it's the second and 3rd of August. Don't know if that clashes with dates.
I'll have to check.
But obviously they're going to be running it every year going forward. So it could be one that you just pencil in.
To get in with.
See how it goes.
Yeah,
but because they're a brand new event, it's kind of like a good entry level.
Yeah, absolutely.
See what happens. So
that sounds good. That does.
Yeah, like live music. Yeah. So there's people are running the 24-hour ultramarathon, and the event, the lap goes through the hybrid arena, which is like a high rock style workout, which is going on during the day. So you've got like people competing in that and people running around, and it runs around the lake, and then people are on the lake doing water sports.
That sounds cool. In the height of summer as well.
Yeah, first weekend of August.
That sounds mint.
Hopefully it's going to be sunny, but
fingers crossed.
So that could be a good one.
Yeah. What was it called again?
It's called Heart and Soul Fest. The guy's, I think, the guy's surname is something Soul. So I don't know whether that's how they came up with the name, but yeah, it's going to be like
fitting.
Yeah, works well.
Look at that. We're definitely interested in doing more events and things like that. And being feet on the ground, so could be interesting.
Goals for this year. Start with you, Ben.
For me or for the brand?
Outside of the brand.
Outside of the brand, okay.
So like gym goals, personal goals.
Okay, so gym goals. So I've been guilty of just going to the gym and going through the motions.
Yeah.
And I get quite competitive, but just going to the gym isn't really doing it for me. And I want to kind of diversify my training. Not fall into the hybrid sort of like trap, because I feel like it's such a trend, but I want a new competitive sport to get involved in. Yeah. And I don't know what it'll be, but I've got a bit of competitive side to me, so I want to get more involved with that. I don't know what it'll be yet, but something like that.
God.
Brian, what are you doing this year?
Be less stressed.
Yeah.
It's got to be measurable. It's got to be a measurable goal.
Yeah,
you can't measure that.
Yeah. Oh, mate, I actually don't know what to say. A goal? I'm just so...
Personal goals, like numbers, brands, any brands you want to work with outside of...
No, because I'm...
Or are you like...
I'm literally...
Are you like content with where you're at with Instagram, or are you...
No. I mean, mine's, for some reason, it's dropping off. But to be honest, with moving to Manchester... And a lot's been going on with Elixir.
Yeah.
You can't have everything, so that's been going up, but my socials has been coming down. So I definitely want to pick that up again. And if I can't say Elixir, then with that, I am obviously, I'm close with the owner and everyone at Define, and we're all working together and with the drink and the clothing and stuff. So I'm really pushing to get the menswear out there as well, as much as the women's wear, because the women's wear is going absolutely crazy at the minute, and the menswear is only just started. It's like, well, it's probably been like a year, and I'm obviously passionate about that. To get that out there and get my socials popping, because we said earlier, like, it's like I've got decent socials, but I haven't really. I don't think personally I always compare to.
It's a weird one, isn't it? Because like
most
Love Island just rockets you, and then it's like, how do you keep that that trajectory's almost skewed, because like. You just had millions of people watching you on TV, so it just goes like through the roof. And then
I wasn't even on I was only on like 4 or 5 episodes.
Right. Okay.
So
but it's still a huge platform.
Yeah, it is. It is massive, and I think I come out with. It was so funny because we got onto the TV. It was a smart TV. We didn't have our phones, where everyone wanted to know their followers. And like we had hardly any, because we'd not been on long. So. It was very minimal. I think I come out with like 15k, and then as soon as I come out, I posted it, bumped it up to like 30k, and it plateaued there. And then my mate Santino, shout out Santino, he was like on me constantly saying, you need to get into gym content. Yeah. So I just started from there, and then it went from there to 100k.
Yeah. How long was it taking you to get up to that?
Not long, but then again, I always look at everyone else, and like some people just grow massive. Like it maybe it's quite cool and stuff, and some people look at it and go, I'd love to do that, but I look at people who are growing like massively, and like I want to be on that same path. But my socials have definitely slipped off a bit at the minute, so I'm going to get that back up.
And like you said earlier, it's all right having a huge following, but if you can't do very well monetizing it, it's great having 1 million followers, but you want to be able to actually grow a brand or grow some form of platform.
Definitely. I think having a following, if you're just going to be sponsored by brands, it's good, because they're only looking at who you're going to be pushing it out to. But trying to push your own brand and monetize that is a completely different ballgame.
This podcast episode is sponsored by WOD Powders. WOD Powders are a functional fitness nutrition brand. Their focus and productivity powder is a nootropic blend. It's called Optimal State, available in 2 flavours. It's designed to improve focus, improve concentration. It has research-backed ingredients, and it's a caffeine-free formula. Head over to wodpowders.co.uk to get yours today. Does Elixir Energy have a YouTube channel?
You know what? Go on, I'll let you do this one, because we've been thinking about this.
No, it doesn't. Do you think it should? Yeah.
We've been talking about doing YouTube.
So we've got a few, only recently.
It's a weird one. YouTube isn't what it used to be like 5 years ago. Like, I watched some of the big guys on YouTube. Their videos are getting half the reach they were getting 5 years ago.
Right.
However, like for TikTok, you watch a video for 3 seconds, and you're just like, nah.
Yeah, attention span.
Yeah, Instagram's a bit better. You may watch a reel for 20 seconds, but people will actually sit down and watch a YouTube video for 20 minutes. Yeah. So it's a really good way to actually
hold people's attention.
Yeah, hold attention and like get a message across rather than just like doing something viral for 5 seconds on TikTok. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like you'll connect better with your audience doing.
I do
YouTube
definitely
videos.
want to give it a bash because with my socials at the minute, I'm constantly trying to make my videos like each clip in the video needs to be a second, change because like people just don't care. Like they'll be scrolling.
Yeah,
I do it myself. I'm not even taking any of it in. I'm just like scrolling. So. I don't know, like, it's obviously not working for me at the minute, but yeah, YouTube, I definitely want to give it a go. And only recently, I kind of said that to you, didn't I? I want to give it a go.
Yeah.
And I've got a few plans and stuff
bro.
and a few good ideas, but it's just, again, getting it started. Because then you need, like, a videographer to, like, film it, edit it.
There you go.
I feel like that's a good goal, but I feel like if you went to FIBO and took a videographer, like, I imagine
to document all that.
what went on at FIBO, like, now you've spoken about it, like, I kind of want to see what went on.
I messed up so bad at FIBO with content because I was so involved with, like, giving it out. And then, obviously, I was doing Elixir and Define at the same time. I wasn't...
trying to get it all,
trying to video it.
You kind of need somebody there to capture it for
That's
you.
right, yeah. So maybe the YouTube channel.
That's a good so another goal to get.
It has been something that's been kind of
that
we've been speaking about, especially the past few weeks, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, well, more so for you for socials, but
yeah,
Elixir would obviously feature in it quite heavily. So it's definitely something.
YouTube soon come.
Anything else to close out the episode? Anything else you want to mention? Any like teasers you can drop in, or are we keeping it all behind closed doors? You're going away quite a bit. And we've got a flavour coming out that we don't know about. Just one.
Yeah.
Just one new flavour. It's just going to be a limited edition.
Yeah.
Same flavours. A little bit of a rebrand.
Yeah, we've got a
else?
rebrand coming very soon.
Not so much a teaser. I'd just say keep an eye out for us in gyms and that, because we will be more available in this next 12 months.
Any gyms you've recently got on board?
The one that because we've only just moved to Manchester. We moved to Manchester 2 months ago, something like that. We started training at Hale, and I don't know if anyone that knows Hale, but if you're from Manchester, you've probably heard of it. Cause
what style gym? Like,
I think it's a High Rocks affiliated gym, but they've got both sides to it. So it's like a normal gym with your machines and free weights and stuff, but they've got like a High Rocks side to it as well. But we knew about it before we even went to Manchester, just because they
a lot of content creators there.
Yeah, they do really well on socials, and we managed to get stock there, which was great because we got all the people that are going there that are like big on socials and pushing it all. I think like My Protein all filming there and things like that. We've done some content in there. It was just a good one for us in Manchester, just because it's well known. So, but we've definitely got some big ones in the pipeline.
I want dedicated,
in Liverpool.
I think what is it? Wirral.
I think they've got one in Warrington. I think.
Oh right, yeah.
Well, so I think it's doing.
They're huge, aren't they?
Is there a new one? Dedicated.
Oh, dedicated.
Yeah.
We're in talks with them.
No, is there another one coming?
Oh, after that,
another gym. Dedicated.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Two, maybe three.
Yeah.
2, maybe 3, and I want them all.
I'd like Ultraflex. I love all the Ultraflexes.
Yeah, they're good. I feel like the brand fits, like black and red. Like,
it does work actually. It was in Muscleworks. We got in there pretty early on actually. Muscleworks in London. Gym.
I think we'll do a lot better once we've made the tweaks.
Yeah.
But
and a few fridges.
Yes.
And a few fridges,
Fridges. I like that idea of him just renovating fridges. I think that's such a good frugal idea.
So I imagine a load of gyms that ain't cheap as it to buy fridges, get it done, stock it.
But I suppose the benefit is like you're not meant to pay them anything. You're not meant to like. There's no deal. It's just here's the fridge, here's some stock.
Yeah,
it's free advertising. Yeah. It's like putting a banner up in it. It's like putting advert up on the side of the road. Like you're putting your branded fridge is the advert. It's going in a gym surrounded by people every day that might want your product.
You'd spend that so easily on marketing.
Yeah.
Without doing that.
Yeah.
That you can literally walk to the gym and they're not going to turn down a free fridge and free stock.
I wouldn't if I had to.
It's money. It's money for nothing. So why would they? Well, you'd spend that on marketing otherwise. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like it.
So to close out, you've got a lifted
10
gram protein lager, 0% alcohol, and then we've got WOD Pod branded beers.
Nice.
I like
so when you drink it, you've got to split the P.
Okay. That's pretty sick.
Not obviously to take care of, you'd have to do it now with
That's sick.
Okay,
I actually like that.
Branded beer glass and a beer. Cool. The 4 grams of beer. Split the P, yeah.
Right, there we go. I've got some Guinnesses in the fridge, to be honest.
That's nice.
The idea is you do it with the sponsor of the podcast, not a Guinness. But
Sorry.
It's fine.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Right, okay, yeah.
I'll do it with
Sorry about that.
Ryan, mate, come on.
New to this whole game.
That's how you fill it up, is it?
Sweet.
Socials. So if you can plug your accounts.
Yeah,
Instagrams.
so
Yes.
find us at Elixir Energy. It's literally as simple as at Elixir Energy. No hyphens, no dashes, just Elixir Energy on Instagram and TikTok.
And personal Instagrams.
Personal is Ryan Weekley 1.
Mine's Ben Stevens __1.
Nice. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks for having us. It's been great.
Cheers.
I hope you enjoyed that episode, and a huge thank you for listening. Make sure you're following the pod on Instagram. The podcast is sponsored by WOD Powders. That's at WOD Powders on Instagram. Please show some support to the pod by either sharing this episode with a mate or buying some supplements from wodpowders.co.uk. See you guys next week.